Okay, welcome to another $30 value vintage video today. This is vintage, but your deck has to be $30 or less on TCG Player, like it is here. This is another tournament. This is the third tournament that I've played in value vintage now. The other two are on the channel. I first played combo goblins, like Kiki Jiki goblins, and then I had a strong run last time with the Jund Burn Oath deck. And now we're trying out the Blue Light Oswald Affinity deck I have played on this channel before with a few changes. In the previous video, I only had one Kappa Cannoneer. We're going up to 3 here. That card was really good. If you go back like a month or two in the testing video for Kappa Cannoneer for Value Vintage, for Oswald Affinity, and that games, the Kappa Cannoneer was really good. So we go from 1 to 3 there. We cut some of the top end. It didn't play out as well. And we changed the sideboard up a bit. I don't even think we had a full sideboard last time, but now we do, which is good. The other thing to realize is Doc Ock's Tentacles is the card this is built around. We'll talk about it a little more when we go back to Magic Online, but it's a different card name here. It is not that one. It is Giantcraft Helm on Magic Online because they don't have the rights to the Spider-Man cards. But this is kind of the build-around card for this deck. So you play it for 1, so it helps with affinity and helps casting Kappa Cannoneer. And then when a creature of mana value 5 or greater comes into play, you get to attach it for free and it gets +4/+4. So with cards like Thought Monitor costs 1 less because your Giantcraft Helm / Doc Ock Tentacles is in play. And when it enters, because it costs 5 or more, you attach it right away. Thought Monitor becomes a 6/6. Memory Guardian becomes a 7/8 with the Helm. Kappa Cannoneer becomes, you get the +1/+1 anyway, so it becomes a 9/9. Very cool. We've got one more hero, one of an aerial Valkyrie aerial unit, which becomes a 9/8. I was considering playing like one more of these. This one's actually pretty solid. Just finding spots in the deck, but I think this one definitely could be a 2 of in the deck. So that's kind of the core there. We got these like fatty 5 mana plus affinity cards, and then we're comboing it with the Giantcraft Helm to make them huge. Of course, we've also got Cranial Plating, the classic broken affinity card that with all of our artifacts and stuff makes things huge. By the way, remember to like, subscribe, all that jazz. And throw a comment down below if you got any ideas for the deck or any thoughts, while you're watching the gameplay. We've got other classic cards here, Cranial Plating, staple, and affinity. Frogmite, just playing it for free, is a staple in affinity. Some new ones, though. Voyage Home is a newer affinity card, which is pretty decent, and you don't see it a lot because I think blue-white affinity is not the classic variety of it, but this is pretty decent. A lot of times it's going to be 2 mana, draw 3, gain 3 life, which is pretty good. Pretty good. That covers all that. We're playing Oswald Fiddlebender, so we got a bit of a tutor package here. This was actually another change I made from the other list. I forgot about this one. We had 2 Oswalds in there. We cut it down to 1 in this version. We still have a little bit of a tutor package here. So Oswald can change an artifact into one that's, every mana costs 1 higher. So for starters, we've got artifacts that are 0. You can turn them into 1-drops. The 1-drops into 2-drops. The 2-drops into 3-drops. So because of that, we've got 2 3-drops here we can get. We can either get Nettlecyst, which is kind of like Cranial Plating, but it comes with a body. But this one is expensive. It's like $2 and something, so we can only afford 1. And our budget of $30 here, $30 value vintage. And then 1 Perilous Snare, which is removal, which is pretty good. Can remove whatever you need. And we got 1 more on the sideboard too. 2 Lose Focus, pretty good. One of the, probably the best counterspell in the format. You can also play Mana Leak. You can play regular counterspell, but in our 2-color deck here, I think Lose Focus is where you want to be. We talked about this card already. And remember, again, this is Doc Ock's Tentacles. Portable Hole was amazing in the first testing video for this, so I really like this. I actually added the 4th one to the sideboard. So this is an artifact, so it helps us cast all of our affinity cards and makes things, like Cranial Plating bigger. And it also is just removal as well for anything, not just creatures. So really, really like this card in the deck. One Skrelv. This one's expensive, but it's a nice artifact creature that for 1 mana that can protect our other creatures. Again, it's expensive, so just one. Swords are also a little bit pricey, so 2 of those. Still the best removal in the game. It's very strong. And then a little bit of a tutor package here for Oswald, plus some other ones in the sideboard. We got Graveyard Hate and Lantern of the Lost, 1 main deck, 3 sideboard, our 1 restricted Soul Ring, and our 1 restricted Vexing Bauble, which is good against a lot of the Cascade decks especially. We also have Voidmere in the sideboard, which is kind of like Vexing Bauble 2, 3, 4, 5. It does a very similar thing here. You have to be slightly careful though. If you're playing a card for absolutely free, like Frogmite, Voidmere will just counter it. Most of ours, we're at least paying like 1, pip for it, but it is a little bit of a dis-synergy with Frogmite. So you board in Voidmere, you probably cut some Frogmites. Just be aware of that. Mana base is pretty standard. We got the 4 artifact white lands, the 4 artifact blue lands, the 4 artifact blue white lands, 2 power depots, which can sort of do blue white with the second ability, and also it's modular. So if you sack it to Oswald, you can put the counter on something, and then some plains and islands to round us out here. Our 1 restricted Lodestone Golem in the sideboard. 3 Spell Pierce, 2 Lose Focus for some of the combo control matchups. The 4th Portable Hole for mostly aggro, as well as the 2nd Perilous Snare. And there are decks running things like Energy Field, so that can hit that kind of thing too. We also have Lose Focus for that. All right, that's about it. Again, I have played this deck before with the changes I mentioned here. I think probably 2 months ago, maybe close to 3 to be honest, by the time you see this video. And that was a strong league. It was a really fun one too. So if you want to see more of this deck in action, go check that one out, or any of the other value vintage decks on my channel. And I'll see you in round 1. All right, here we go. We're on the play. Is that good enough? I think so. We got a redraw on the Vexing Bauble, so I think we do keep it. But it's not amazing. Let's do F6 here. Yep. Delver, sure. That's fine. Let's get rid of the Delver. How close are we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can't cast the Helm next turn, right? We'll have 3 artifacts, 3 lands. That's 1 short. But is there any reason to cast the bubble now? I guess if we draw an artifact land, we can, so that would be reason to do this now. I don't think they're playing any free spells. Not in Delver, but I could be wrong. This is our Dr. Octopus's Tentacles, just the generic Magic Online version, because they don't have the Spider-Man rights. Blue. Delver, sure. Alright, so blue. So 3 artifacts, so this costs 4. We can't cast it. So let's whole consider. Okay. Do they have free counter spells? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This cost. This costs yeah, it costs 2. Alright, we pass. Preordain, sure. And let's try playing our Thought Monitor, see if it gets counterspelled or something. We can pay for, like, Mana Leak. We can't deal with actual factual counterspell. I think I do want to crack this and see if we get anything. That's going to be too big, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we got to pass. That's unfortunate. Yep. Blue, 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 blue. What do you got? Preordain, sure. Sure. I think when it flips, it just draws. So play this. I think we actually want to save this for next turn. 1. Four, 5, 6. So we'll try and play our Kappa Cannoneer here. That triggers. The next turn we can make it unblockable. Yes. We can't block their creature, so they're going to get in here. And they got to get like a bounce spell or something, which, given that they're mono blue, I'm sure they have. Yep. We got Ward 4, but they, you know. Alright, let's draw. Play a Giantcraft Helm. Dig through time. Alright. Oh, it's equip 5. We can't actually equip it. But we do get the unblockable, which is important. Hot. Sure. So we're just going to swing here and then save the next one to make our guy unblockable. So now they can play a 2-mana spell and then pay the ward. So let's see what they got for us. They draw a card. When it's flipped, they don't have to discard, which is quite good. All right. I did not have a blocker. Oh, I want the portable hole. I don't think the lantern and the Vexing Bauble will do anything, really. They're artifacts, which is nice, obviously, but other than that, they don't do anything. I guess the lantern hits dig. It's a little better than the bauble, which I think is just does nothing. The spell pierces, I think, could be nice early. Lodestone Golem, maybe. Just a big body. Yeah, I don't know. I could see bringing in the Lodestone over like a Giantcraft Helm or something. Maybe on the play. Where's our fourth portable hole? I thought we brought in our... Do we not have a fourth portable hole? Did I screw that up? Oh, we do. We do have a fourth portable hole. Maybe take out one helm for one more snare. Try that. They could have just like energy flux here and just blow us out, which maybe would be a reason to board in more of the pierces. Fair enough. Yeah, we'll keep that. Mm-hmm. That's fine. Feel like we could just get blown out by spell energy flux here, so we're gonna try the Oswald first. Okay, energy flux. No, just holding up counter magic. Hmm. Can't do both of those. Um, it's a tough one. Yeah, I just want to get the creature down, to be honest. It's gonna get me by a counter spell. Yeah, I should have just played a bait spell first. I don't know. Yeah, I think I just played a cranial. Not sure why I just ran that into a counter spell. No. Maybe it's not. The cranial platings are very, very good. I think that's can't be understated. Yeah. Yeah, energy flux is quite good. That is a problem card for us. Yes. No. Draw. Play and land. Oh wait, I can't play the snare, unfortunately. I want to try and draw. I don't attack. The Soul Ring can pay for itself. Portable Hole can't hit Flux, unfortunately. We need the snare for that. We can sack the Lantern to try and get us a draw. I think maybe that's the best, because we just need to find a... we just need to find another mana source to attempt to keep playing the game here. But obviously they got a bunch of counter magic, so good chance that doesn't work out for us. Yeah. What the heck do they have in their hand? There's just got to be a bunch of counter magic, right? Like, I don't know. I feel like they're just going to draw into more counter magic if they miraculously doesn't have it now, so just give it a whirl. Yeah, didn't work. Energy flux is a problem for us. Definitely not what we want to face. No, they've drawn lands. Well, I don't think you need much more than energy flux to beat us, unfortunately. For me. I guess if we can get the Frogmite down, we can pay for it, which would be something. Like we can pay for one artifact. I guess we can turn the 2-drop into our other snare. Did we board on our other snare? We did. So if we pay for it, and then if we find a white mana source, we can turn it into a snare. Probably should have thought about that earlier. Yes. Nope, that's not gonna do it. Yep. Yep. Let's see. I think we just go no. Alright, well, we got our island. Let's try this first, though. Counter spell. We're just gonna hope they don't draw. I hope they don't draw reveal instant here, or sorcery. Crap. That's bad for us. Yeah, that was really bad. We needed a turn there. We just got to play our own stuff that we wanted. I know they've got a memory lapse in hands. Yes. It's Perilous Snare. Snare the Flux. Play this. Play Skrelv. Alright. We're going to draw 2 cards here. One is not an instant or sorcery. Sure. So play Defector Mite. 1, 2, 3. It's not going to be. No, it will be actually. Play Giantcraft Helm. Play Frogmite. Play Valkyrie aerial unit. Yes. So that one is into my graveyard. That one is 4, 5, 6. So we'll keep that on top. Yep. We just gotta let them do their thing. We can't really do anything here. Yep. Sure. All right, we got there. I think the game. That was a close one. All right, here we go for round 2. I think it's fine. We'll keep that. Mm-hmm. Interesting. All right. We're getting smacked. Yep. Nothing we can do about that. Yep. I think we just want to get our mana down, so we're going to do this and this. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Ooh, they got reanimate package, I guess, of some sort. It's interesting. Yeah. Ooh. Okay. Fair enough. We're about to get smacked here. Oh, I still get the Phoenix. All right. That didn't quite go how I wanted it to go. Do I want to keep open the counter spell? Or do I just want to play stuff out? I think I just want to play stuff out. This can block too. We still have swords up. Well, now I wish. No, that's fine. Um, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can play this for 1. Play this for free. I think we just swing and then leave up the permission here. Lightning bolt. Let's counter that, because we might not be able to counter anything else after this. Got a lot of mana up there. We can just F6, we don't have anything. Well, that's pretty good. I want my cranial plating back. That was rough. I was not expecting to get himmed. Should not have counted the bolt, I guess. It's on me. We're doing combat math. That's fine. That one can come back, so I'm not particularly interested in killing it. Equip 5, we can't do that. I think we just swing like this. Two cards in hand. Mm-hmm. Okay. Interesting. So we can't actually go for the win because they can block. So I think we are going to do this and draw some cards. That was bad. What a whiff. Swing. Okay. black. Acquisition. That's fine. They can know that we got fuck all. Ball's in their court. Block this one. Red lightning bolt. Ah, fair enough. Okay. So if we equip this to here, they have to block it, because otherwise they die. Which leaves us free to attack with both. Yep. Yep. All right. Get out there. So the portable hole seems good. Vexing Bauble, not so much, but the lanterns seem good. I don't like the counter spells. I just want to play to the board. They got a bunch of discard. Seems about right. Not sure if I need 4 lanterns, but they do just kind of cycle, right? Lose focus. Spell Pierce. Perilous Snare. Vexing Bauble. Perilous Snare, Vexing. The Perilous Snare is reasonable, right? It's a little slow. Let's try this. Sure. Okay, aggressive. Very aggressive. Super de-duper aggressive, but sure. Interesting. Yep. Sure. We go here. Lantern. And play the frog for 1. That's gonna miss. Because we just draw lands. That's all we do. What does this one do? Desert. Oh, that can kill our froggy. So can that. Yep. It's interesting. Maybe I just do that. Gonna take out the color. Play this. Then we pass. Black, black. Color, yep. Oh. Should have popped it before. Alright, well that's on me, I guess. Should have popped it in response to that. That was just, yeah, that was dumb. I should have popped that in response, for sure. That was just bad. That was just a bad play. That's irritating. We have flooded a bit. Net. We have flooded a lot. This is gonna hurt too. Yeah. Mm-hmm. We just can't draw anything but lands. Yeah. That not sacking the forgot they can do it from hand. I was waiting for the Phoenix to come from the graveyard, which was just silly. And now we're probably just gonna die here. Yep. They got a chump blocker. Yeah, chump blocker will do it. Not even a chump blocker. We have to block that or we die. We have swords here. That's something. Um, hmm. I think there's a case to be made for not blocking here. But for not attacking, because then we can hold back 2 blockers and block both, but that one can only chump block, which is annoying. See what they do. Let's see what they do. Nope. Hmm. There was also a case to move the Nettlecyst over. Maybe I should have done that. Don't love how I played this one. But now, with the attack with both, we can chump block, or we can block the Bogarts. That brings us down to 1. Any bolt spell would still kill us if we block this one. Black. Troll. Yep. What is this? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I think we just attack with the Nettlecyst. That forces the block, I think. Unless they got some sort of a trick. What is this card that they got, by the way? Oh, it's a cycling. Which one of these things was action? We've only got 22 lands in the deck, and we've seen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 in our top 18 cards, so a little unlucky, unfortunately. Now there's a case to be made to put that on there. Yeah. See what they do. If they attack, whether or not we chump block is going to be a tough choice. Red, colorless. Meltdown. That's quite good. Yes. Yes. Okay. Black. Cycle Troll. Yep. Power Depot's coming in clutch. Death Shadow. Yep. You've got to be kidding me. Oh. Now we just die. Or do we? Because they have to chump block, don't they? They only got one flyer. And this will kill them. Oh no, they still have a flyer. Mm-hmm. So we need a portable hole. Or a swords, I guess. Oh, the portable doesn't even work because the stupid Detective's Phoenix has flying. Keeps coming back. Hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that slightly bigger? It'll be the same size as the Death Shadow. Yeah, we swing, they block, it just comes back, annoyingly. And we are one artifact short from outsizing the Death Shadow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If we swing, they block, they outsize our Death Shadow, but on the crackback, we don't die if they put it on here. We can block. We can't block though. I think this works. I think this is our best option. We just got to get a creature off the board. All right. Now, if they don't have a creature, they don't have another creature to play. This all hinges on that. They don't have another creature to play. I think we're in a good spot. If they do have another creature to play, we die immediately. They don't have another creature to. Oh, it's got flying. I forgot about that. Forgot about the flying part. Fair enough. That was dumb. Feel like I screwed that. I punted that game when I didn't exile the graveyard in response to the creature. So that one's on me. Meltdown's a pain. Meltdown's a really big problem. I don't think we can really play around it though. Pick out one Helm. Board in one more Lantern or one more Snare. I think I want the Snare. Try that. I feel like that one was on me, that loss. Doesn't feel like that needed to have gone that way. But we also just kind of really flooded out, so hard to say. Keep that. Okay. They are very aggressive with these Street Race. Yep. Yep. Can play. I don't really want a portable hold the Lacerator though, right? I think I just wanted to play the 2 Frogmites. Like, the Lacerator is annoying, but, like, just gonna ping him. I guess they get the Death Shadow soon. I don't know. Yeah, that Shadow is scary. Yep. No. Yep. They get the portable hull. Yep. See if they want to block. I probably should have done this differently. Alright, so we lose horribly to Meltdown here. They got a Meltdown, we just die. Meltdown for 2 would be crushing. I feel like if they could play Meltdown for 2, they would just slam it, though. So maybe we get a turn off here. We'll see. Black. Sure. Red. Well, they got Meltdown for 0. No, they got a Bestow. I think we just want to kill this one, though. With this one to trade. One. Um, Card's just really good against me. Oh, it's a 4 power. No, that was a punt too. Why am I playing so badly today? Jeez. I am playing badly. I can cast that from your graveyard using its warp ability, so we'll just get rid of this now. Play that. Play that. Yeah, this was just bad. I should have attacked with the other one. I apologize for the dumb plays. Mm-hmm. Yep. Sure. Jeez. Yeah, I should have my stupid flyer in play and be able to do things right now, but I can't. Mm-hmm. Detectives Phoenix has been really good, though. I will give him that. I think the Detectives Phoenix combo there with the just kind of get a mid-range shell has been surprisingly good. Might have to try that out. Um, we're mana short from doing both. We could just put that on there. That prevents that attack, but if they've got discard, we don't get rid of this guy. So I do just want to get rid of the stupid Phoenix. It was a terrible decision the first time to lose my flyer. We'd actually be completely fine if I didn't do that. Thought monitor, please. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I only played 22 lands, I promise you. Ugh. Yep. Mm-hmm. I feel like I've checked out. Yeah, I think we're just dead. I should have played this very differently. This was just awful. They can play it from their hand now. Oh my god. Alright, so I just have to sit here. I'm gonna play it and let's see if they wanna. Just keep flooding. Well. Oh well. I played badly and lost. That's okay. Yeah. Right. Kappa Cannoneer on blocking duty now. It's gonna be a no. No. Can only hit for 16. They kill us on the crackback, so we just have to pass. Because I've played this so badly. Yeah. How big can I get it? I move the cranial plating over here. $17. What is that? 18, 19, 20, 21. That is not quite big enough, right? So I just have to swing. We're one short. Because this gives +4, +4. Can't get any closer than this. Yep. Can we draw an artifact? Artifact. GG. That doesn't get any closer than that. That gives our Kappa Cannoneer unblockable, and we get the win there. That was so close. So close. Okay, last round here. Here we go. Sure. I think we will get that in to play. Uh-oh. Could be bad news for us. Glistener Elf. Okay. Infect. Think we just have to pass here, unfortunately. Yep. Got a pump spell. Street, right? Street, right? I think we still have to pass here. We can play the Frogmite and block, I guess. Try to block. Maybe that's better. Hmm. 1, 2. All right. So, Soul Ring. How much does this cost? 3. Kind of want to keep open a potential. Keep open. We haven't played a land yet, right? So we could play that. Thing is, if we play this one first, we don't know if we have an extra blue. I think we just do this. We do have an extra blue. So we could have, but I think it's better to keep the disrupt this counter target instant or sorcery spell unless they play 1. Maybe this wasn't a great plan because I still have this. I think we just want blockers actually. Oh no. Does it matter? I don't know if it matters. All right, let's see what they got for us. Both of our creatures have flying, so they can make their things big and flying, but we can still block them. Let's see what tricks are up their sleeve. What tricks do they got? Assume they got a pump spell. Is it more than +5/+5 though? Green. Okay. Green, green. Why? Okay. No. Yes. Draw 2. I think we can just swing here and win. Or they have to chump block, I guess, which is pretty close to just winning. So now they got a chump block. 3, 6. It turns off some of their lands too. Yep. All right, game 2. Portable hole, yes. Especially on the draw, the loose focus is too slow. Lantern does nothing. Spell Pierce. Spell Pierce. Kind of went the third Spell Pierce. Try and put the curve down slightly here. Try that. We don't have a removal spell, but our mana's good. Street Wraith. Okay, well maybe we get punished here. Fair enough. They just kill us here, then, you know, so be it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Got a big pump spell? Okay. That's a problem. That's what they call a problem. Yep. It's 7 poison on turn 2. That is not going to do it. Jeez. I think we just have to play the... We're just dead to anything, though. I think we just have to pass. Jeez. Yeah, I think that was a mulligan because we didn't have a removal spell. Mm-hmm. Indeed. I was hoping to get something there. Nope, can't counter that with a Spell Pierce. I'm at 9. poison. So I think I need an artifact land here or I die. I think I'm dead, right? So this costs 3. We die. This costs 2, and then this costs 2, and we die. We die. We need an artifact land there, or like ideally a portable hole. That still costs 2. Yeah, so we just die. Maybe I should have just made them do the attack. I don't know. Right, well, that didn't go great. I still think the theory is fine. I guess Vexing Bauble does. No, Vexing Bauble does some stuff. They've got some free cards. Let's try that. One more. Okay. Do we want Vexing Bauble or do we want Skrelv? I think the Vexing Bauble is fine to get it down. No Glistener Elf, jeez. Alright. Rough. I think we just pass. Now we need lands. Now is the time when we need lands. We cannot block. So we're about to take 2 poison. Do I even want to counter that? I think I do. I think I do want to spell pierce that. Yeah, but no land is pretty bad for us. They could just kill us here. Green. Wild Shape. 3/3 Trampler. Okay. Can't do anything about that. 5 poison. Kind of just want to try and find lands. Do I attack? Ugh. I think I do. Probably just chump blocking with this Memory Guardian. Yep. That's not good. Let's try and find a land. Portable Hole is pretty good. Another Kappa. There's not a land, though. Still don't have enough mana to do anything. Yep. Green. Yep. Why did we just scoop? All right. I don't really understand what happened there, but I'll take it. I felt like I was still in trouble. Maybe their hand was bad. Good games. Okay, so we went undefeated in the tournament, which was great. Technically, we tied for first here. I mean, we got second on Breakers, so but us and then another Affinity deck, the Beanfinity version of Affinity, also went undefeated in the tournament. Technically, with this number of players, there should be 4 rounds, but they just did 3 today. So we are sharing the top spot there. I guess I'm in second on Breakers, but undefeated still. I'm very happy with that. I think the deck performed very well. It was a tough field, a lot of really strong decks here, and a lot of really strong decks that we played. I mean, yeah, can't be too disappointed with how that went. We did well in the last one too. I mean, we went a positive. We went 2-1 with the in the last tournament we played. This is the third tournament I've played in Value Vintage with a 3-0. The second tournament, if you want to watch that one, that'll be on YouTube now. Was a 2-1 with the Jund Oath. And my first tournament from back, in 2025 was 2-3. So everything's gone. I think 2-3 is still like a fine result. Like you're not always gonna like have a great day or get the matchups you want. Like it's plenty solid. So overall, I've been happy with all 3 decks I've played in tournaments here. As far as changes go, we had some weird games where like we flooded out, but I don't think this is too many mana. I think this is like completely fine. All the cards were good. I mean, to be honest, if the you know, the costs don't change, I don't think I would really change much. I think a second Oswald could be good. I mean, we beat Energy Flux in this league. If you, if you go back to match 1, if you haven't watched it, we beat an Energy Flux game 2 against Mono Blue Delver by fetching up a Perilous Snare, which was pretty sweet. That was cool. I think there's an argument that some of these counters should just be like a hard counter for Energy Flux. I'm not sure what that would be, but like I think there's like a couple of 1-mana counters that like just hit like enchantments. They're not as like, you know, they're not as flexible as Spell Pierce, but maybe like a non-creature, like a harder non-creature counter could be good. Because Energy Flux is a problem. Like we did manage to beat it today. We only saw it 1 game. But obviously, most of the time will still be crushing against us. So something to think about there. Yeah, no, overall, happy with this. Remember to like, subscribe, all that jazz. You got ideas for me, leave them down below. I'm happy to take a look. All right, see you next time.